If you've ever seen the children's film Watership Down, you would know that rabbits and hares are ferocious creatures. Imagine then a breed of rabbit or little bunny known as the warrior rabbit, with giant antlers and ready to... It's a jackalope.
Today on Sexy Beasts, we're talking about the jackalope. Jack it off, more like. I'd love to. And here we go.
You can't say that.
We're keeping it in.
So sexy. Are you a Loch Ness monster? Or are you Bigfoot?
I want to fuck this rabbit. Jack it off, jackalope.
Jago. Oops, there's that Wendigo. Hey, coming after me. Who the fuck said you could laugh at me, smack with me? With a Bigfoot dick you could slap with me? Blasphemy. You could dare come at me with a Bigfoot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy? Bay Sexy Beast.
Alright, geezer, and welcome to Sexy Beasts, your foray into the menagerie of the unexplained. Every single episode is devoted to a specific creature, cryptid, or monster. We discuss its history, its merits, and using our FEC analysis, we rate and review the beast against other creatures in our Premier Crypt. So we end up with a total leaderboard that at the moment has 3 creatures in joint first place.
We need to sort that out.
Yeah, we need to jack that in. Jackalope this whole thing. Jackalope this whole thing in. So be sure to listen all the way to the end, for we're going to be closing out the show with Freak Encounters, where we read your submitted stories about a time that you came in contact with something really weird. I am Tony Cantwell. I'm the winner of Goss.ie's Holy Cross for leadership in Snapchat filters, and my co-host is always Mr. Tampon, Mark Jago.
Mr. Tampon. Oh, God. Well, why? In this imaginary world, what does...
I don't know.
Is tampon's a funny thing?
Yeah, do you know what? I was like, I have a cool thing for me, and I was like, oh shit, and give Jago something. And first thing that came to mind, and you know what? First idea, best idea.
Yeah.
That's the Tony Cantwell story.
That's the Tony Cantwell story. Tonight, on Sexy Beast, we're talking about the jackalope.
The jackalope. Hugh Jackalope.
Fuck, how the hell did I not think of that the whole time we're doing the research on this?
We've done nothing with it.
Yeah. Jackalope. Last week we had the Beast of Gavaudan.
The Beast of Gavaudan, hello.
Fucking love that lad. Jackalope.
Well, the thing is, when we do this episode, we normally, to keep things simple, we research things in twos. So we normally research things back to back. So this jackalope, look, he's cute or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a little Pokemon.
He seems to be a butt of a lot of jokes. That's the thing. It's the sort of like, oh, the jackalope will get you.
Yeah.
Cletus. Guy. That's my impression of a Southern American person.
Hopefully we're not deterring any of our Southern American listeners by Jago's horrible impression of your people.
Accurate impression. Anyway, I'm at that party. Hit me with some sexy
and
music.
also, look, I know we can't be starting an episode by thinking,
that's
this is a bit
downer.
Shit.
Yeah. There's good stuff to learn about this stuff.
There's some really interesting stuff about this. Jesus Christ. No, this is going to be I have got a jackalope rap that's going to be coming up later.
Ooh.
And I've got a lot of clips to really bring home this jackalope. So it's going to be a real multimedia affair. But yeah, let's...
Do you rhyme jackalope with dope?
No. I should have. I blew it. Okay, you're at an American party because that's where they're kind of most known. And you're listening to a bit of James Taylor. And you're chatting the ear off some lovely lassie. Or man.
I say, hey lassie or man, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm a man.
Okay. Why did you do your own voice for that?
Because I'm over there as well.
All right. Tony, come here. Look at this man. He looks like you.
Hey.
Anyway, I say, hey, have you heard of rabbits?
Yes.
Have you heard of deer with antlers?
If you actually... Yeah, okay. If you actually said this to someone...
No, I will. I was like, well, what would happen if you put them two together?
Imagine they'd die.
No, they become the jackalope. A jackalope is a large rabbit with deer antlers. Now, its origin is from Montana, but has been depicted since the 13th century in Persian artwork.
Ooh.
It's also been depicted in a lot of Bavarian artwork in Europe around the medieval times. Now, they're not called jackalopes. They're called Waller tigers or unit No, Waller tires. That's it.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. Yeah, so they are... There's not a lot of information about them. They're rabbits with antlers.
Rabbits with antlers.
Now, there's a lot of folk tales associated with them. So they say that they can imitate a human's voice.
Really?
Yeah. They can also run at 90 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
They only ever have sex when it's thunder.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that,
Passionate thunder lightning
only sex when it's thunder.
Is that...
That's supposed to be that.
Fleetwood Mac
Fleetwood Mac song,
okay.
Yeah. And also razor sharp teeth.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is also 10 times stronger than its appearance.
10 times stronger than its appearance.
Which it was actually on jackalope.com.
Right.
Which turns out to be a website dedicated to interior decorating for some reason.
I did actually see that as well.
It's a bit weird.
That's where I read, the thunder and lightning when they make love.
Another thing is...
I don't understand how something can be 10x their appearance.
What do you mean?
It seemed... Well, like if you get 10... If you're using like 10 times, then usually you want to have something that's measurable.
Oh, yeah. I get you now.
You know what I mean? Like, he's 10 times more attractive than he looks.
Yeah, you can't measure strength. Well, you can.
Yeah, by...
So you get a normal rabbit and you put like a pound on its back, like a weight, and it kicks that off. The jackalope, 10 pounds.
That doesn't... No, but he said by the way it looks.
Oh.
So you can't... So, like, say if it was a rabbit, if it was 10 times stronger than a rabbit, that I could get into.
Don't have a go at me, right? This
I'm
is
sorry.
the Jackalope website. But also, it loves whiskey. The way you trap it is you...
This thing sounds like Conor McGregor.
Because it's proper 12. I meant to talk to you about something. I'll talk to you about it after the show, actually.
You talking about here?
Conor McGregor might be sponsoring the show.
Really?
No. Imagine he did. He comes on every week. He just says something.
I love their not to, I can't do that. Can't
Have
do
a grill on my chest and a tiger on my arse. It's going to be the shit out of me.
He's gonna kick shit out of you, man.
Yeah, but also if you're hunting it, you have to wear stovepipe pants, so like pants made of metal, because they'll gore your legs.
What? Stovepipe
Like
pants?
actual stovepipes, like from a stove.
Yeah, good luck chasing after it with your stove pants and it running at 90 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. And, oh no, what's that? Thunder in the background.
Oh.
It's fucking.
And they probably have sex when there's serious thunder and lightning, and then what? They have like 16 kids.
Yeah, because they're rabbits and they fuck like
Like rabbits, yeah, fuck like jackalopes.
Also,
I wonder if they jack like jackalopes.
Jack. Well, I hope if they elope too. Yeah. So there's a lot of sort of tall tales, like sort of like not childish, but sort of like ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
If you go here, you have to bring some whiskey to appease the jackalope. But besides that,
Well, then let's get into it, Mark Jago. The thing is, we know rabbits can fight other rabbits.
Yeah.
But how will it hold up in the theatre of screams?
Fighting.
Okay, well, look, let's just...
evidence.
No, let's just talk. Okay, let's not forget what happened to the Knights of the Round Table when they encountered a rabbit in Monty Python, and I've got a clip from it right here.
He can leap about. Look at the bones. Go on, boys, chop his head off. Right, silly little bleeder. One rabbit stew coming right up. Look. Jesus Christ!
So that rabbit decapitated that man.
Yeah, and that's a true story. I also watched a movie called Night of the Lepus. I put up on the stories. It was about giant rabbits, and they ate loads of humans.
I mean, if it was a giant rabbit, like we'd seen Watership Down,
Yeah,
they will
That,
fuck you up.
man, that fucked me up for years. That whole movie. It was just so messed up with Scar and shit. And he's in the
Scar.
snare and stuff.
And then and also just having a character that because this is the thing they don't really do. Well, they do a little bit, but like having actually like a character you care about being mauled to death.
It's like
right in front of you,
like screaming and stuff. Now, if we have to take this as face value,
Yes,
it's a rabbit with antlers. Now, but if we take the stories that come along with it, 90 miles an hour,
yes,
razor sharp teeth, 10 times stronger than how it looks. I'm not letting that die. I'm sorry.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, say if we're going by that 10 times stronger than a rabbit,
Yeah.
then a rabbit can actually jump like 10 feet in the air.
So this can jump 100
This
feet.
thing can jump 100 feet in the air
Yeah.
is the fact.
That's a 100% fact. Also,
100 feet fact.
incredibly smart. Like, incredibly smart.
Why you just said that? What does that mean?
Uh,
How do you know?
Because it was on the website, jackalope.com. And also, the one thing that gets me is mimic a human's voice.
Imagine him doing my voice. My iconic voice.
Iconic voice, he's just a little prick.
What if he did one of my iconic, I don't know. Whatever.
Characters from your Facebook specials.
What if he did that? Jesus, I'd be out of
You'd
work.
be out of work, yeah.
But get this, yeah, because rabbits are fucking rabbits. Rabbits can fucking get after you, right?
Yeah.
This is from an Australian news source. A woman was attacked by a rabbit. In a scene eerily reminiscent of the attack of the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rabbit in the cult movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Just listen.
Yep. The Lynn's hare assaulted a 74-year-old woman who was hanging her laundry in her garden early Monday morning. The animal, described as a crazed hare in a statement by Lynn's police department, bit the woman's foot, causing her to fall. The unidentified woman, still under attack by the rampant hare, was eventually able to escape into her home, where her husband called the police before going outside to shoo the bunny away. The police arrived at the scene. They found a 78-year-old man fighting the hare off with a stick and losing. Police asked the man to go inside. When the hare refused to give up the fight, the police were forced to shoot and kill the animal.
I know you should
Probably
be laughing.
blew its fucking head off.
Shoot the animal, like, just put it in a bag or something, like.
Yeah, good luck getting it in the bag.
Yeah, it's true.
So this is two humans and arguably, say there was two police people, the police, so it wasn't a policeman, so it was at least two. So that's four people and one firearm to take down this rabbit. One rabbit. Are the facts.
Do you think that the police were just fucking like too lazy to do anything about it? They could have captured it, but they were just like, fuck it, we have our guns on it.
Wait, where is Lynn's? That doesn't seem like it's Australia. Where's Lynn's?
No, maybe that's the name of the rabbit.
Oh, sorry, no, this is fucking Austria. Sorry, I read Australia. Lynn's.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it.
And they've gotten rid of guns.
Well,
Yeah,
Austrians are very docile people.
Okay, I say, who's the first famous Austrian comes to your brain?
Hitler.
I know, it's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's the second?
I don't know.
They need to do more. If I was in the Austrian lobby in Hollywood or whatever, I'd be trying to get some.
Fucking Schwartz.
Yeah, but apart from Schwarzenegger, and I mean the first two are Hitler and Fritzl for me, unfortunately.
Oh shit! Yeah, Austrian.
They need some good
PR.
They need to.
What's good about Austrian?
It's amazing.
Skiing.
Yeah.
Delicious
food. Yeah.
Is that not like chocolate?
Yeah.
Austrian Alps. They have
Yeah.
mountains.
Alps.
Yeah. Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
Classic.
Heath Ledger. This thing can't fight for shit.
Yeah, I
give it a 2.
tried. Yeah, 2 as well. Yikes. But
what?
I had nothing to say after, but
Well, you had my attention anyway. You fooled me.
me.
Moving swiftly on to evidence.
But what is the evidence, sir? I'm just writing something down.
Now, okay, before you shit all over evidence, there is evidence.
I was just about to say, can we do scores first for this?
Okay.
I give it a 10.
What?
I give it a 10.
I know what you did. Because you think the SPV is proof that it does exist and that makes it a jackalope.
That's a jackalope.
No. See, I alluded to something on last week's episode, right? I do not think this is a cryptid unless it stems from its genetics.
Yeah, so this... Oh, so do you think this because
That's a virus.
disease?
You can't give something a virus. That's why zombies... I don't know, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that.
Because zombies are a totally different thing.
No, the zombies aren't a different gene. You know, that's a zombie...
Zombie erectus.
You can have a zombified something. So you also have an SPV.
No one knows what we're talking about for a start.
Okay, right, go on. SPV, what is it?
Okay, SPV is a virus. It's called the slow papilloma virus. Pavlova, love Pavlova.
Delicious.
It causes the keratin in a rabbit's body to go into overdrive and causes...
That's the kind of ligament nail stuff, hair.
Yeah,
that's
it's nails, hair. It's also the horns that are on rhinos and rhinos.
Yes.
And the other horn that's on the rhino as well.
Ooh!
It causes it to go in overdrive and causes horns to grow out of rabbits' heads.
Fuck.
Which is also... Humans can get a sort of similar version of it. Don't Google it because it's absolutely gross because the horns tend to come out of soft tissue areas. So you see people with the inside of their mouths with horns in their mouth.
Do you know what else? Don't Google cherubism.
What the hell is that?
Oh, man.
Oh, you just said it now. I'm going to have to Google it.
Don't Google pictures of it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Back to this rabbit. So, obviously, people in ancient Persia saw this and were like, that's a mythical creature.
Well, here I'm going to add fuel to the evidence fire by Terence McKenna. He's somewhat of a kind of plant biologist, thinker, a bit of a
Man about town.
Man about town, but also like he's mad into his hallucinogenics and his drugs and stuff like that. But he does know the difference between being sober and being off his nut on drugs.
Yeah.
And this is what he says he saw.
As this fog moved and cleared, coming down one of the rows was a bunny, a small rabbit, except that it had very small, short horns.
I'm going to skip ahead slightly.
California and Oregon, it's up on the wall, the jackalope. It's something you kid tourists with. As far as I could see, this was a baby jackalope about this high, and it crossed the trail no more than 5 feet in front of us.
So
I don't know. I think like
he is saying he saw this jackalope. It kind of makes... Sorry, what were you going to say?
There has to be a basis of all these myths. Usually it's a man gone bad blaming a mythological creature, but this has basis in real life. If I have a virus, do I not bleed?
Oh, don't give me this again. A jackalope would have to be like the jackalope makes sense.
Do you think that if a jackalope has sex with another jackalope, a jackalope has to be born? Or do you think
that's a good question?
What about vampires then?
Vampires,
they're not born vampires; they're made vampires.
That's a very good point.
Oh,
but I will just say, oh fuck. Okay, I would consider like vampires is like anything could be in a vampire state because it is a state and a zombie state.
Yeah,
and similarly an SPV jackalopian state. Like if I start growing horns, then am I a jackalope?
Yeah.
And so we're at the moment only looking at rabbit jackalopes.
Yeah, because the vampires are vampires when they're turned into a vampire. They're not a vampiric state.
Mummified remains. Like this is when we get into weird shit.
Yeah, this could go a bit weird.
But I don't think that. Like, are we looking at evolution here?
This is going to go way off like our lighthearted.
No, I think this is interesting. I think people are going to be interested in this because we're already getting pretty stacked in the lineup.
Yeah,
we
might have to start chipping away, like being more critical about things.
Even because we don't come into this with any rules or anything that we know. Yeah. But I don't consider it evidence unless it's a brand new thing. That's just the way I look at it.
So say if hypothetically there was a chicken that had a lizard's tail, but it had gathered that lizard's tail through evolution.
Yes.
And like its family had constantly...
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be evolution.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be evolution because it could be mystical.
Oh, yeah. We're forgetting about the mystics.
You're saying 10.
I'm saying it exists. A jackalope in its described form exists without all the tall tales, without all the hullabaloo. It's a horned rabbit, man.
Okay,
but also to put put fucking water on that fuel of fire that I've put there.
Sure.
There was a taxidermist.
Yeah, see, this is the thing.
Who basically who claimed the jackalope name. So the taxidermist, don't have his name here. You probably do, do you?
No.
Basically, a taxidermist one day came back home from hunting rabbit, and he threw a rabbit into a big pile of antlers, and he thought it looked funny, so he glued the antlers onto the rabbit when he taxidermied it. And then it became known as a jackalope, as in jackrabbit antelope.
Douglas Herrick it was. Douglas Herrick and his brothers, hunters with taxidermy skills, popularized the American jackalope by grafting deer antlers onto a jackrabbit carcass and selling the combination in a local hotel in Wyoming. So, I mean, the origin of the jackalope stems from a hoax.
But no, it doesn't, because in 13th century Persia, they were describing it. There's like ancient tapestries with it on.
Okay, so there's a picture here of a rabbit with the Shope papilloma virus, okay?
Yeah.
And the horns are growing out of its face.
Yeah. Lovely.
Out of its chin. So this has no. I'm not giving this 10.
You've turned so hard. All right, we split the difference, call it 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no one's deferring.
No one's
We're both
deferring. We're
deferring.
splitting the difference.
Okay.
Do you want to play our songs both at the same time?
No. So yeah, last week, Jago introduced a new deferring song that's going to be our ongoing song. Mugging me off for eating cold chips and getting an entire group of lads kicked out of a pub.
Yeah. Fuck touching cactuses.
Fuck touching cactuses. Right. Is it cool, though, Mark Jago?
Cool, baby.
Yeah. Take it or leave it. Something else?
Well, I like I think it makes sense. Like because it is a kind of essentially a prey, you know. And it has a lot going for it, similar to an antelope. I mean, it can run really fast, it can jump really high. They do attack and they box and they collide. They don't use claws, you know. I mean, they do have sharp teeth and they sometimes can bite, you know, but they're normally like kicking and stuff. Like they use the same kind of tools that an antelope would use. Yeah. So it makes, you know, some of the jackalopes look a bit stupid and look like you couldn't be running full pelt the way you do with those antlers.
Those antlers, yeah. They look sort of bad. I have a thing about jackalopes that because like it's a cryptid I could own. You know what I mean? I could have it in a hutch at the back and just be like, "Oh, look at my jackalope." You know what I mean?
It doesn't. Big door. Get caught.
It doesn't get me off. Alan, can you please cut that out, please?
Not at all. He's fucking breathing it. Doesn't get me off.
You know what I mean, though? It's just like there's no.
Who uses it as it's like their logo? Mike Snow. Do you use that like the jackalope?
Oh yeah, what is that? That's the way they're jumping. It's sort of jumping.
Yeah. No, I think that's fighting against something. But you know, the jackalope. I think is it Mike Snow or maybe it's just a rabbit. I don't know. Anyway, cool story, bro.
I don't.
Is it not a tattoo you could find yourself having?
A jackalope.
It's very old and folklory.
I do like it's from Persia and stuff like that, but the fact it's such a joke, even in the cryptid community, it makes me sick to my bloody
God. Well,
I hope you don't have a rap or some sort of media about this.
I do actually have a rap about this. This is I want you to consider this, right? There's been a Disney movie about a jackalope from the 90s, okay? Mm-hmm. And this is the theme song that talks about jackalopes, you know, as the credits are rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the kind of setting for this. Okay, here we go.
Goofy movie.
Hey, jackalope, coming at you like an antelope. Full speed, you ain't got a hoe. Grapefruit or cantaloupe, it doesn't matter, cause don't ever talk about taxidermy. If you do, you better get a tax attorney, cause the jackalope is gonna sue you. The jackalope is gonna sue you. Being taken to court by a rabbit, grab it. All y'all catching at this rabbit, have it. Cause this bunny is horny for you, and he's taking all your money from you. Hey, don't ever say the jackalope doesn't exist, lest you wanna be the violent kiss of his twisted hair with a rabbit kiss. He's coming for your little piss in your pants. Make it piss in your pants. I said this rabbit's making you piss in your pants. I just stuttered. Don't let me fucking mutter. another word about this fucking rabbit. I'm freestyling cause I've run out the lyrics. Hi. Let me hear that chorus.
You know very well that you exist. You're a jackalope. You and me, Alexalope. We gonna get fucking married. Me, a human man, and you, a rabbit with antlers.
Oh man, I can't believe how much this thing exists.
There you are now.
The chorus is a banger.
Thank you very much.
The whole thing actually was pretty good. I like the part where you pissed your pants.
Yeah. You know when you're just getting a rhyming, you just get in a rhythm, and then all of a sudden a song that was just about a jackalope is about being taken to court. But anyway, I don't like this thing.
Yeah. I'm glad, though. I'm glad we have a unison of not liking this thing.
But we're so fucking of the same mind. We want big, we want ferocious, we want predatorial.
Is this
We don't like prey.
Are we, like...
Gay.
Are we... No, we can't say that, Tony.
Why not?
Are we, like...
Gay for each other.
Are we sort of, like, biased towards...
Totally, completely, absolutely. We only like. I mean, anything that gets any. See, this is how fucking weighted this is, right? If anything gets a high fighting, it automatically gets a high cool. I can't see anything getting a fighting of 10 that we don't think is cool. We think things that fight well are cool.
Shit, yeah, that's true.
So
That's why we like UFC.
it's true. I gave this a cool of 4.
I give it a cool 4.
Hey!
Hey!
Wee, 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 wee.
No defer. We should have a no defer.
No defer.
No defer. No
I
defer.
won't defer. We won't defer because we're best friends for now.
Oh, for now? Oh.
Just for now, yeah. Okay, so wow. Wait, what did we agree on for evidence?
2. Or evidence 5, sorry.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay. Final scores are in. $11.
Fuck Montana.
Dead last.
Like, not even anywhere close. What's the second last?
The fucking bunyip, mate.
I
Although we didn't give the bunyip, I feel like we were
good
cool.
go, yeah. Like the jackalope and a bunyip. Fuck, man. Like this whole
You got
thing.
the man-eating trees bunyip. So bunyip and man-eating tree bunyip, and then the jackalope at 11, 13, 12, 11. So you've got the bunyip and the jackalope in the relegation zone.
So what happens to them? They don't exist.
Don't think so.
People
But
stop talking about them.
I think we need something else to put in here, like goals for, goals against, because I think like the fucking why am I swearing so much? The beast of Gavudon has a kill count that would trump all of these. So
Maybe like a confirmed kills.
confirmed kills. We'd have to go back and do our research.
I don't want to do a lot of work.
I don't want to do a lot of work. So there you have it. Wow, what a 2 weeks! Another top fucking performer
From the top to the bottom.
top to the tails. And now to close it off with a sexy little freak encounter. Is it playing right now? Freak encounters. Oh, brilliant. So this week's freak encounter is possibly the scariest one we've had so far. It's so terrifying, it's going to chill you to your bones. And here it is. In that there's no freak encounter because you guys wouldn't send one in. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
We're a community.
We're a community. And we're saying
And we
to
are
you,
your leaders.
yes,
Kill your firstborn.
kill your firstborn and please send in freak encounters. Come on. You got weird shit. What's the
We all have
maddest thing
weird
your
shit.
granddad ever told you? What's the maddest thing your uncle ever told you? Come on. Just send it in. We've had things. We had the devil knock someone out in Duns last week.
That's mad.
And the only thing that was weird was the cloven feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't go over that, but listen to last week's episode. Please send in your freak encounters, sexybeastpod@gmail.com.
Nothing too small, too big.
Nothing too small, too big. Just send it on. And even, dyslexics, welcome. Send them in. It does not need to be formatted particularly well. Jago, do you have any jackalope-related musings to close out the show?
I have a proverb.
Well, fucking, you better say it properly. I don't know what fucking shit you were saying last week.
I do my French accent again.
No.
A rabbit's foot brings good luck, but it brought the rabbit none.
Oh, you got that sexy beast.
That's a
You're
thinker.
just so sexy. Are you a Loch Ness
Stinker.
monster? Or are you Bigfoot, cryptid, supernatural vampires, banshees, Tony and Jago? Oops, there's that Wendigo. Hey, coming after me. Who the fuck said you could laugh at me, smack with me? With a Bigfoot dick you could slap with me? Blasphemy. You could dare come at me with a Bigfoot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy? Bay sexy beast.
And this has been Head Stuff Jackalope.
This podcast is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.